Hello. A question I keep getting all the time is this, and I'd like to do an experiment. Um, uh, the question is generally, why is there so much suffering in the world? One time I asked it to a group of people, and all the responses were all over the place. So many reasons were given. But the key point, which every awakened human being knows, is this. The reason there is so much suffering and disturbance in the world is because we do not know who and what we are. And but once this recognition settles and become aware, then everything will change. But the key, the thing is that it seems to be so difficult because we already have it. Okay? It's because there is a transformation. We realize we're not the person we thought we were. We're much more. Okay, let me give you an example here of what I'm stressing, because this is not taught anywhere. You know, you don't get it in your educational system. You don't learn it in college. You don't learn it in psychology. You know, psychiatrists and therapists, most of the people don't even know themselves who they are. But at the same time, this is very, very simple. Very simple. Okay, just right now, become very, very still. Very still. Take a deep breath. And now picture the following. You are an infant, just born. And it's you. Your body, your mind, everything is just an infant. Now you become a child. You start to walk. You start to utter your first words. Okay? The mind and body are completely different. You could even be given a different name than given in your infancy. And it's still called you. Now stay with me here, because this is very, very important. Okay? Now you become a teenager. Entirely different body, entirely different mind, entirely different conditioning, belief system. And yet, it's still you. Now you become a young man or a woman, and then an older man, and still, again, the change is vast. But it's still you. Now the key question is this. If you know it is still you, despite the change in body and mind, who and what is it that watches the changes? And yet we're not even aware of this witness that witnesses all these changes. You see? Now this witness cannot be seen in the same way that your eyes see, but they cannot see themselves. A knife can cut almost anything, but it cannot cut itself. You see? In the same way, like a weigh scale, it can weigh anything, but it cannot weigh itself. So in other words, this witness is not something that you own. It is you. And that's why you cannot see it, because it is you yourself. However, and this becomes the transformation, is that you begin to witness this unchangeable aspect of you. You begin to recognize it, that no matter what happens, you are witnessing everything. In fact, you're not even the thoughts you think. You're not the thinker at all. Why? Because this witness witnesses your thoughts, witnesses your emotions, your feelings, everything. It is the witness of everything. But the witness is who you really are. Well, the moment you begin to grasp this, the moment it comes very close to you that you are this witness, you know that the body and mind are things you own, objects you own, but they are not you. You are an eternal, infinite, intelligent being beyond comprehension. But something this simple blows our mind away, and that's the whole point. Why? Because we place preference to the mind and thinking, figuring it out, trying to analyze it, interpret it. But if we come very still, because the witness is very still, the witness is silent, the witness is timeless, the witness is infinite, the witness has no birth or death, but it knows. You see, it is the knowing part of you. And the moment you recognize the witness, you recognize who and what you are. See? And imagine how everything will shift in your life. And even the fears and problems and anxieties and phobias that you've had, you don't even have to deal with them directly as you do in therapy. They will begin to fall away because you're no longer the person that owns them. They are your past. You are the witness. And that is so beautiful, so simple, that it completely overrides our minds. What I'd like to do now is I want to keep it very, very simple, okay? If you have any understanding of what I'm talking about, or if you have any questions at all, write me. And what I'm going to be doing next year in March 2016, I'm going to give a retreat at this one-week center in Victoria. And you're most welcome to register now before it gets full up. But anyway, we'll be doing it for direct experience on this. It will be a 3-day weekend. Okay, it will be the 25th, 26th, and 27th of March. Okay, so I hope that I hear from you, and I have written a book also based on this aspect, and it's called The Truth That the World Doesn't Want You to Know. And it will be published November, which will be this month, at the end of November. This is 2015. Anyway, I just wanted to make this brief, and I just wanted to have your response to this. Okay. Over and out. Thank you.